I think a lot of people forget that the purpose of a business is to solve a problem for a customer.
Yes.
And that's it. And you value a business based on the cash flows of your customers.
Yeah.
You don't evaluate a business on the amount of VC capital you raise, and you don't really value a business on your token launch.
Yeah.
And I think so many people forget that in Web3. And I think that causes a lot of problems. So thinking about your community is so important. It feels like there's a renaissance of community intention these days, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to do it. Sounds like you guys are doing it.
Yeah, we are trying to do this. Actually, I analyze meme tokens mostly because actually meme tokens are super cool idea because they are seeing without the utility, they show us with community power, we can change the industry. The meme tokens. And most of the funders, they are hating meme tokens, but it seems to, it show us to community power. And I try to analyze with my team, community takeovers meme tokens. And when we see the result, okay, the community is the most important thing. And without the token, if the token going zero, if you are still create a sustainability for your business and for your users, you can make your moves easily. So this is why first we try to make profit, we sold, and after that we analyze meme tokens and we, let's say, steal their business and we give them we give our tokens a utility. Because first, when we create Gameness, we said, okay, we are just going with NFTs and we will not sell NFTs. And after that, we try to develop last 4 years which problem we can solve. And we said, okay, user acquisition and mass adoption. This is what we are doing right now. And 11 different industry working with us right now.
11 different industries.
Yes.
From the businesses that ultimately want to target your users.
Yes.
So exchanges, what else?
Food and beverage.
Food and beverage.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Yeah, clothing, gaming equipment, even car brands, banks. So there's too many different industry because end of the day, young population right now, they are not taking care of, let's say, when you made a offline advertisement on the walls, on the buildings, they will not say, wow, there's a exchange advertisement. I need to download this exchange and I need to use it. No, they are not acting like this. They are acting on social media. They are following influencers and they are understand the power. But last 2 years, Gen Z changed. Now they know their power. So they know their internet footprints. They know how the business works. And if you are honest with them, you can convince them to walk side by side, not under of you. So when we start the side by side, when we start to walk side by side with the community, they understand. Okay, they are actually being honest, and they are giving a reason. And for the brand,
what the London Real Investment Club actually does for you, it gives you the keys to open that door to the inside deals. In the last 3 weeks, I've participated in 3 incredible deals: a layer 2 Bitcoin protocol, an incredible AI protocol. The deal flow is beyond what I expected. I don't think I've ever seen a model like this that just gives average folks the opportunity to be behind the deals. And that's exactly what we've done. Not only that, you get to hang out with Brian Rose every week. And for me, that was huge because I look at Brian as somebody who's not only an expert in the space and I think is on the leading edge, but just the leading edge of thought with London Real and the work he's doing there. To anyone who's taking a serious look at this, I know it's a big decision. It was a big decision for me and my family, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I wish you all the best and hope you come join us.
For this different industries, we said, okay, if you need a young generation, we have young generation. We have games, we have community, we have events, and we have education.
So powerful. And yeah, we can learn a lot from meme coins. And I always don't understand people that dismiss these coins because they're pure community, they're pure culture. And then every other token also has a culture and community portion, including stocks too as well. I mean, if you look at, Trump's True Social, it's a meme stock. There's no revenues really. and yet it's got multi-billion-dollar valuation. And if you think about it, I had a guest on in London recently. His name is Anthony Pompliano. He's really big in New York since in this space. And he said Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is the original meme coin. He said, because you got this guy that's selling this crazy story about how he's the greatest investor ever, that people come to, Nebraska every year and they have hover on his every word. He said, this is the boomer meme coin.
Yeah.
And I think he has got a point there. And
I never think like that.
Yeah. And so there's culture in everything we do as humans.
Yeah.
We think we're logical creatures, but we're emotional creatures. And look at some of the top 20 market cap cryptos over the past 10 years, Dogecoin, Shiba. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the new ones, Pepe and Trump, et cetera. And so to ignore that at your peril. And so you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, what can we learn and how can we adopt these things?
Yeah.
And it is about that community. And then if you have a utility on top of that, then that's just takes you even further to the moon.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your user. You mentioned it's a younger audience. Who is your user? Their age, their profession, their location, their income. Tell me more about that.
So as a location, so there's two different type of users we have. One of them is Web2 users. Let's say the traditional players we have, and we have also Web3 side as well. So at the Web3 side, we have mostly power in Asian market, MENA region, and Eastern Europe. For the Web2 side, we have players from for sure all of the world, but I can say Europe, CIS, like Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, for sure we are from Turkey, and MENA region. But recently, last 2 months, we are getting too much users from America side as well, and let's say
Too much.
At least right now 500,000 user we get from America recently, because there's a one big exchange we will make a partnership, we will announce, and they are most famous, let's say tier 1 exchange on America, and we don't have a partnership with them. They reached us, and we will help the user acquisition for them. I think it's top. They talked on the Whisper News, let's say, and we get too much users from America side as well, because I think right now the America and Asia is super important for us. We are trying to get more users from their side. We are making new partnership. But the most important thing is I want to create, when you go to barber, when you're using a taxi, they need to be mentioned Gameness. If they start to mention Gameness, we issue. Because for the KOLs, we can make advertisements. For the VCs, it's easy to reach. Hello, I have this project, etc. But at the community level, if the barbers, if the taxi drivers, if the real, let's say, individuals starts to talk about the Gameness, it means we issue. We made something great. And this is why we are trying to organic relations with all of the different industries, let's say.